Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. I'm your host for LT Productions. You are watching I Watch You Watch. We are covering the Real Housewives of New York. I'm giving a recap of what's been going on since I opted out of covering every week. This is season 15, episode 8. I'm trying to catch you all up with my recap up to episode 12 because I am all caught up. I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Please like this video and also subscribe. And you can leave your comments below. And another Happy New Year to you all. So let's get into these episodes. So we're on episode 8. So, Jenna doesn't like Brynn talking about a marriage. Basically about what they were discussing and concerning Rebecca. Rebecca supposedly had a wild night. She supposedly has this open relationship and got pregnant, and she doesn't know who the baby daddy is. It ended up coming out, I forgot who said it, but it was a whole prank. They were trying to figure out, Rebecca was trying to figure out who was the leaky pigeons. We find out in a flashback that Aaron told Raquel it was a setup. Sai says, don't they know that this was kind of like tone deaf? I mean, this was 3 women that are wanting to get pregnant, and you guys are playing around with pregnancy. I don't get that, but whatever. I don't know if that was really for that. Maybe it was for what was going on with later on in the episodes with Rebecca and Brynn, because that's not really fit to me. Like, okay, whatever. This person slept with sperm and egg creates a baby, and how you do that is normally through sex to achieve that. Jessel and Brynn. It's Fleet Week. And basically they're on the shore meeting sailors or wanting to meet sailors. Brynn especially wanted to. But I guess they were at the wrong dock or whatever. So they meet and we find out that Brynn wants to Jessel talks about her pregnancy and wanting to get pregnant again with a girl in therapy. Brynn says that that's good. Brynn with dating, she says, not really into that. She always says, you know, when she was dating and now that she wants to get pregnant, like, why did I take plan B those times? Like, so it's like, so any random guy that you were dating, you wish you didn't take plan B. Okay. But I get what she's saying, like, I could have already had my child by now. I get that, I really do. But you ought to watch who you actually procreate with. It could be your worst nightmare ever. She froze her eggs in London. She's got 15 eggs, and she's thinking about Gideon as a potential father. She's setting up Gideon on this babysitting play date, where she's going to test drive to see if he could be a good parent, and then she's going to ask if he wants to co-parent with her. Basically, can you give me your sperm? I said, okay. Jenna got a black eye, and I forgot what she got it for. And Brynn is a strong plus a BITCH. I forgot what that was for. Sorry. Uber's going to plan a picnic. She said the other stuff that y'all were doing wasn't something that she enjoyed. The dodgeball. Let's just do a picnic. They're just giving Uber something to do. Raquel and Mel. They are going to be having a engagement party, and their theme is going to be queer ballroom. Now, we probably recognize ballroom from Beyonce. Beyonce did Act 1 of Renaissance. But from what I know, and I have minimal information concerning ballroom, I've never even been to one of those like ball pageants that they have. But anyways, it's a form of voguing. It's a form of art, a form of style and design for the queer community. It's for the queer community, and a lot of people aren't into that. There's a bunch of stuff that goes on in the queer community where you just have people that do certain things. A lot of things are more sexual, but this one is a more art form. That started back in like the 70s, I think. Now it's come more commercial, especially with Beyonce bringing it out, and people really act like they know, but when I see and hear from different ones who really know the ballroom culture, really want people to stop it, because it was something that was kind of just sacred to the queer community, and they understood it and they loved it, and now others are coming in from the outside and critiquing it. It's kind of bad. But whatever, blah, 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 blah. Raquel speaks on her mom because she doesn't know if she'll come to her engagement party. But she said before my mom moved back to Puerto Rico, she was progressive. And she feels like being back in Puerto Rico, she's been brainwashed. Because it's like, now there's all these excuses, and now she doesn't really want to be a part of anything that Raquel has going on. Talking about, as far as the plane ride, she has a fear of flying and all this stuff. When people get older, they just get set in their ways, whatever way that is, and you can think of it that way. Of course, we reveal a little bit more later on with Raquel and her mom. But right now, I'm just taking her a different approach. Older people just have their own set ideas of certain things that are going on. Aaron and Jessel with their boys, they meet up someplace. Jessel and Aaron's mothers, they come to and they meet and all that good stuff. Okay, this is where she talks about the mom moving in with her and Abe as she goes through chemo. On the other side of town, Uba, Raquel, Brent, and Sai, they go to this sex place, whatever. They didn't really like the prank. Brent says that Aaron let her in on the prank, and Raquel is upset because she said Aaron didn't tell her that she told Brent as you were still going on, because Brent was like, well, no, I was going to help with the prank. Brent told Uba it was a prank, and we see in the flashback because she saw how Uba was affected by it when she was talking about it at Dodgeball. Uba wants to know why Aaron did not tell her, but told Brent. Because we keep hearing from Aaron that she speaks to Uba more than she speaks to her sister. And Raquel is questioning Aaron's character based upon okay, so you were letting me know it was a prank, but you have this other person who is pushing the agenda further. What's up with that? How can you tell me that Brent knew too, as she's just carrying on and all this good stuff? So Pavid and Jessel, they have therapy. At this point, kind of Pavid's mind is shifting a little bit. The door is open, and Jessel says that I got to get a barrier right there to make sure that door stays open as to possibly more children, and the communication is there. So Brent has her babysitting date with Gideon. She was thinking, even if she does do this co-parenting, she doesn't know how that they would do that because she doesn't want Gideon to be over in Europe someplace and they're raising this child. So she doesn't know if Gideon will be the right person for her, but she did ask for his sperm. Who knows what the future holds for Brent. Episode 9. There's a picnic that Uba has orchestrated, and then there's a confrontation because they start talking about it before Aaron pulls up. But before they actually get on Aaron, there's this game that Uba wants them to play. Or Brent, I forgot who it was. Here's the rumor I heard about you. And now's your chance to confess to it or to clear up whatever it is about. Somebody said that they heard Jessel trick Pavitt into marrying her. And she said yes. She admitted to it. Now, she did say that they were going to get married, but it was going to be a little further down the road. She said with Pavitt that she needed to get her green card. So she ended up basically making him get married to her earlier so that she can get her green card to stay in the U.S. They asked Rebecca, do you see Tom Cruise? She said no. And there was something about implied philosophy or whatever. But whatever, she didn't answer any questions about Scientology. I'm still okay with it. A lot of y'all are not. But for some reason, you guys aren't grilling the Mormon ladies on Salt Lake City. You just rather hear... No, let me shut up. They heard that Sai was a home wrecker. And she said no. She met David 6 years after the divorce that David had. Aaron denies telling Bryn about the whole situation with Rebecca. Bryn was like, yeah, she did. You let me in on everything. Da, 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 da. And Aaron said, no. You would ask me, okay, so is this true? And I said, no. And she was under the mindset, who is really going to keep pushing the idea that she slept around on her husband, da, 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 da. So I said, no, but I believe that she is pregnant. So it's kind of like In a way, she was telling Bryn that she sort of lied, or she embellished. But Bryn said, she said to, what's her name? Aaron, that she was going to help the prank along. And Aaron saying, no, blah, 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 blah. But what was going on, there was this gaslighting thing that Uba said, look, welcome to it, Raquel, because Raquel had a problem with how everything went down in this whole situation. Basically, the whole prank flopped, and it was just quite crazy. And for us as housewife reality show watchers, it was cringe to watch, and we don't really trust a lot that comes out of these ladies as far as any of this drama that goes on. And you see further down the line that there isn't much truth that comes out of all this drama that goes on. I think the most authentic drama that they've had on the show is when they were trying to bully Jessa last season. All the rest of this stuff is just kind of like, what the crap? So they leave that situation from the picnic. Aaron and Jenna, they meet. She catches Jenna up on her mom and her health scare. They also talk about Aaron. She is doing an interview about heaven babies. I was trying to think of the right word to say. She had got pregnant 2 weeks in enrolling into, well, not just enrolling, but when college started. And she really had to figure things out on her own. She didn't want to tell her parents. She didn't know how they would react. Jenna, she said that she got pregnant at the age of 21. This guy that she was seeing, they were supposed to be careful in what they were doing during sex. She told him to pull out. Well, he got overly excited during sex, and he did not pull out, and Jenna got pregnant, and she had a heaven baby. I said, wow. But these ladies weren't really ready for any of that, and Erin did feel like there was a responsibility to bring this forward. She's scared also because no one really knows. She ended up telling her mom later on. She did not tell her dad, and she knows that she's going to tell her dad before this interview comes out, and doesn't know how he's going to take it. And I thought that was really cool of the ladies to share, even for Jenna to share that, that's great. That's really great. Especially the climate that we're in and how the Supreme Court is moving along. I don't know if laws should really be in place on to tell people what they did to do with their bodies and with the child. The most that I will say that I'm not into it. However, I'm not you. And I'm not going to stand in your way in your decision as to what you need to do for yourself. And that's how it is. I can only respect your decision. I'm still not your judge. And there's no way that I would even look down on any of you if you have to do that, or if you chose to do that, And that's my stance on it. And hopefully I can be respected as I do respect others and their rights. Even though things are turning in the way that you are going to be demanded to keep your children that you don't want. Jenna, she's having a cooking class for Beckett. Beckett is going away to Stanford. It's like it's a high school summer school for college students that are going into college soon, but he'll be away for the summer, and they're teaching him how to cook while he's away. But for some reason, what was on the menu was mushroom risotto. Like, what happens to just trying to teach him how to cook pasta or, spaghetti or something like that? Something where you just don't have to survive off of ramen noodles. Shout out to ramen noodles, though. Come on. Hey, look, if the privilege can go on and get that, go on and do that. Eat that mushroom risotto all you want. I like risotto. I know I've had risotto. I forgot what kind I had, but whatever. But yeah, Uba. So she has been complaining that she's been having a lot of pain, especially even with her periods and all that good stuff. Because I've been hearing it a lot, and no, I'm not a woman, and I don't need to be judged for this. It was like my first thought was, it's got to be fibroids. So she does have fibroids. She went to the doctor, and it's pushing into her uterus, and that's causing this pain. Uba still wants to have a natural pregnancy, but she's just weighing out all her options. Erin, she has her interview with Glamour magazine, and she let us know that her mom knows and dad doesn't know. Raquel and Jenna, they meet up. Jenna's been very flirty with Raquel really since the season started, from what I saw. She says, even to Raquel, that she's been given permission to have a crush. Her fiance now has given her permission to do that, and also has given her a hall pass. She said that she has not taken it and doesn't know if she is going to take it or not. I said, okay. And Raquel, she's confused with Aaron. She heard that Aaron's upset with her, but she wants to fix it. Jenna says, look, a lot of stuff that's going on, and it's about how Raquel was feeling about Aaron in this whole situation with Rebecca. Like, just something was off. Like, how come you couldn't tell me the whole truth and all that? Jenna says, look, Brent embellishes a lot, and it would be good to just have a talk with Aaron, just to get to the bottom of things, just to make sure you're clear. Uba and Sai. Uba and Sai, they talk, and she finds out that Aaron is mad at her for talking about gaslighting. It's like, well, that's what she do, and does. I do feel like Aaron at times does gaslight, and she smoothed it how she gets out of situations, as I said earlier. Next, Aaron, she talks with her dad, and she lets him know that she has a heaven baby. And the dad says, I think she had asked, how do you feel? What would you have done if you had found out that I was pregnant? He said that I would have supported you. Aaron's in tears. He ended up talking about the time that he got someone pregnant. And he ended up forcing the girl to have a heaven baby. After the procedure was done, that girl would not speak to him forever. It's like, she ended up hating him for that. And he regrets doing that and putting that type of pressure on a girl in regards to that. We learned that about 4 months later after filming that Aaron's dad passed away. I said, oh. At least she was able to get that off of her chest. And of course, everything just to be free. Who knows what else, but I thought that was really sad. So just the rest in peace to Aaron's dad. I don't know what his name was, but hey, hopefully her mom is still doing well. I guess we'll learn more when the reunion pops up. That was the end of this episode. I got a few more to go with you all, and I will be back for that. But I appreciate everyone again for coming to my channel. I know I'm kind of just skipping through stuff and just kind of just giving you the details of whatever, blah, 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 blah. But just kind of stuff is happening, but it's not cohesive. And that's why some people just don't need to be on the cast. All right. Thank you for liking this video and also subscribing and leaving your comments. Until the next one, peace.